What's up, everybody? It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter, and a lot of people always asking me about MUBU KRUMP. He one of the most asked dudes too, besides the Chief Keef shit that I be telling you about and a few other guys. But a lot of people really is interested in MUBU KRUMP. I'm not gonna lie. When I looked at what happened to MUBU KRUMP, I studied everything. I researched it. I looked at newspaper articles. I looked at police scanners. I listened to the police scanners. I talked to people close to MUBU KRUMP. You got to remember, I also interviewed his cousin, Bam Doo-Wop, who I think is one of the dopest rappers. That's why I really didn't want to tackle this subject, because I'm really cool with his cousin. But the fans wanted this, so we had to talk about it. So we're going to take KRUMP to the board. Remember, I had several opportunities to talk to MUBU KRUMP. We had phone conversations, and we also talked in the DM. He was one of the guys that was real honest with me. You know, I told this guy I wanted to come out there to the east side, bring my camera crew, and interview him face to face. He told me don't do that. He said, bro, in our neighborhood, we don't really like that internet shit, that blog shit. We do the internet shit, but we're not really keen to like the academics and bloggers. I told him I'm not academics, but he just told me it'll probably be safer if I didn't come. I thought that was some real shit, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to talk about KRUMP today. I'm going to use the crayon today because I've been seeing the comments about the marker really fucking with your ears. So we're going to see what we can do with this today. But yeah, we're going to talk about MUBU KRUMP, okay? MUBU KRUMP, okay? When I looked at MUBU KRUMP, I realized he was a lot older than the rest of those guys. I believe KRUMP was older, okay? Another thing I noticed when I got to looking into KRUMP was past relationships with Lil Durk. He used to be cool with Lil Durk and OTL. Okay? He was cool with them. Then they became his ops. So it's a case of frenemies I noticed here. That was one of the things I said, damn. Then I noticed that KRUMP had a chance to get his hands on them a little bit, because he always cracked jokes on Dirk cousin Newski, Chino, okay? He stayed cracking jokes about these two guys who lost their life. I noticed that he was beefing with Lil Reese. He had beef with Lil Reese too. You know, he kind of exposed Lil Reese. He had a fight at an event with T.I. where, you know, OTF and MUBU got into it, okay? So he had beefs with these guys and a lot more guys too that I noticed. I seen videos of KRUMP putting knuckling niggas up and shit in the malls. I seen them send people up to knuckle up DJ bands in the mall. So he has a lot of fight videos on the internet, okay? I noticed that. Ones including DJ Benz. I'm not sure if it was him fighting, but it was his people. Okay? Then he has other videos where he kind of put the 10 knuckles of death on some dude in like a clothing store. I seen that. One thing though that alarmed me was he always cracked jokes on these guys losing their life. You know, we all seen him go live with Bezu. He went live. And then he kind of exposed a lot of things on live, okay? All right, I noticed that. I noticed that he was still in Chicago. That was another thing that concerned me when I looked at that board. I noticed he was in Chicago. You know, if you've been in Chicago, then you can tell what areas I at. I believe the ops knew his location, even though he might have been low-key. But I noticed this. I noticed he was affiliated with MUBU, which is affiliated with King Louis, which is affiliated with a lot of GDs. Now, don't get me wrong, there's other gangs and sets too, but this is the majority, okay? I noticed that KRUMP ran on the east side. These are things I noticed, you know, because I had to write it all down, pay attention before I give you guys my conclusion. I'm not going to lie, that's why I say the KRUMP shit kind of confused me, because I didn't think you really needed a breakdown. Exactly what happened to KRUMP, you could pretty much see it on the board. let's just get to his death. I believe he died in May of 2018, okay? So I believe he died in May of 2018, my bad. Recently. He died in May 2018. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, it was past 12 o'clock at night at a house party, okay? Past midnight at a house party, okay? Now, I'm not gonna lie. That's what concerned me. You know, for this guy to be well-known, because he had a well-known rap. Well, he was well-known. For him to be this well-known, okay? For Krump to be that well-known, a member of the GDs that's beefing clearly with the BDs and Lil Durk and them and shit like that, okay? All right? He's a guy who started going to live to expose people. He made diss songs, okay, towards the BDs. I noticed that. He made diss songs towards the BDs, okay? He came from that dangerous east side. It's a lot of videos of him fighting people, especially OTF members, okay? This guy has a lot of ops, okay? All right? He's always dissing Lil Durk homies, and Lil Durk family who lost their lives and some of his friends. Then he was still in this dangerous ass Chirac, okay? So when I looked at this board, it made me wonder, right? When I put all this together, it made me wonder what in the hell made Krump go outside past midnight. Okay? That was the first thing that alarmed me about his death. With all this shit going on, being that hot, all those beefs, all those wars, you guys known for doing shit to each other, rumors that, you know what I'm saying, this set didn't kill people from this set didn't kill people from this set. Why in the fuck would you be outside on these blocks past midnight? You know, you have to be in your car. You got to be moving around and put up. You can't really be on foot standing on the block past midnight anywhere in Chirac, to be honest with you. Another thing that I noticed was he was at a house party. Now, what made him go to a house party past midnight in Chirac? That was the second mistake he made. The third mistake he made is I realized where it was at. It was on the 6800 block of Morgan, okay? All right? He was on the 6800 block of Morgan when he lost his life. That is very, very close to O Block. That is very close to 600. That is very close to some of his enemies and people that he was warring with. That is very close to the neighborhood where Durk has a lot of friends. That is very close to the neighborhood where the BDs kind of control these sections and shit. Don't get me wrong, it is GDs around. So that's another thing that threw me off. When he died, he was shot 2 times in the arms. And he was shot 2 times in the torso, okay? So he was shot, Krump was shot 4 times, okay? Melly was with him. Now, there's rumors that he wasn't with him. Melly was with him. He was shot over 5 times. He was glazed in the arm and head, got hit in. He was glazed in the head and got hit in the arm several times after reading the Chicago Sun-Times and listening to the police scanners. Yarmel was there. So Melly was shot too, but he survived. Melly shot, but he survived. Okay? So when I look at this whole board, my conclusion I come down with was Krump went to a house party that was too close to the ops, you know. I understand that he was a big dog, he was tough, he was a respected member in the streets. A lot of people say he was really like that. He was a bully, he was the type of nigga not to fuck with. He was a real true gangster. But I just think he was too close to his ops that day. Being on 68th and Morgan at a house party late at night, I believe someone spotted him at that party, okay? And they left the party. And the police scanner says that there was a lot of people outside. They say over 50 people outside right now when Krump got shot. I'm not sure how the picture of Krump got on the internet, because it was a picture of Krump laying on the ground. I'm not sure who took that photo. Was it the ops? Was it a friend on some funny shit? Or was it just people who love pulling out cameras? A motherfucker be choking. Barely breathe, ain't no motherfucker finna come put the Heimlich on you or nothing. Motherfucker gonna pull that phone out until you die. I noticed that. So I'm not sure if that's one of those issues, but just looking at the board, realizing how dangerous this guy was, all the beefs he was involved in, the fights, the dissing dead people, the dissing ops. Now don't get me wrong. I believe shit might have happened to him that made him want to react like that. I'm not saying Krump was in the wrong. I do believe Dirk and the BDs and other people who he was warring with did things to him because he didn't make it yet. So I believe he was defending himself and he had to go extra grimy to make sure that shit trend because his enemies were getting real big. Okay? But I believe Krump was spotted going to a party or spotted at the party. Somebody made that call. The ops came through and rolled past. They didn't walk in the party. They didn't chase him down. They rolled past and shot. They knew the exact time to ride past when Krump would be outside in the front. They knew exactly how to get him. It was no surprise that this guy lost his life. You know, and I'm going to be honest with you. I done talked to the guy several times. He seemed like a real, you know, in that street type of dude. So when I found out that he lost his life, I thought it was very, very sad. But I'm not going to lie. I wasn't really that shocked because, you know, he was very, very aggressive. MUBU KRUMP was one of the most aggressive rappers from Chirac. Even academics called him the scorekeeper. You know, he had a reputation for not playing games and shit. But in my opinion, I believe MUBU KRUMP was backdoored. I believe MUBU KRUMP, okay, was backdoored. Now, I don't know who backdoored him. I don't know how did it happen. I don't think it was a setup for a long time. I just think he got spotted. Somebody made that call and the ops came through and seen him. You know, he's on 68 in Morgan. His enemies are like 4 or 5 blocks away. So I just think he made a bad decision to go to a house party that late at night in that neighborhood in Inglewood. That's my opinion. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I don't need no donations. You keep what you got to get. The spring coming. You got to flip them big-ass first down jackets to some motherfucking real jackets for the shorties and shit. You might got to go get the hot chocolate with the marshmallows. You might got to go get the flaming hots with the cheese and the meat and the jalapeno peppers. Keep your money. I don't need you to send me anything. All I'm asking you to do is just hit that like button. When you do that, it make the videos grow and a lot of people be able to see them. I appreciate the love. It's the homie Truth Teller, the street reporter.